You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
Goof On Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
Goof On Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to Goof On Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to Goof On, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. It is Wednesday, November 3rd, 2021. That's right. You're halfway through the week. How do you like them apples already? I told you this week was going to go by real fast, even with the longest intro on YouTube. That intro is going to be a thing of the past. I said it before, but this time it's true. Even though I like it, though. So it'll be in every now and then, maybe once a week. So, how you guys doing? Did you catch me on Alien Addict with Alien Addict on Dark Hour Paranormal today? It was great. Great show. Michael does a good show over there. Appreciated that. That was a lot of fun. Alien Addict's working a lot lately, huh? He's going on a lot of shows. He was on Alien Girl 111. He was on my show. I was on his show. By the way, Friday I'll be back on his show. I'm just getting this set up. Can you believe it? Oh my God, I have to say this. It is unreal, the lunacy that is over there. And I'm hearing now that, and I'm going to have to play it because I am definitely not going to back down from playing what happened last night because it's hysterical for anybody to call me a bully. That is so funny. And it's coming from a hack. Somebody who thinks they know ufology has only been here 3 weeks. Nothing. Yeah, Uncle Fester. The sweaty, bald-headed guy who thinks he knows everything and everyone. I'm going to have Elizondo in the title of my show just about every day because that brings in numbers. No, it doesn't. It's not how it works. Elizondo brings in the numbers. And then we're going to talk about it the next day, and we're going to analyze what we talked about with Elizondo. Nobody showed up to that show. It was only the Elizondo show. So hacking the system is what Uncle Fester thinks he needs to do. Can't do a real show. Can't do anything that's entertaining. We just come here, sit here, and we'll be serious and sweat our asses off. We're gonna sweat, and we're gonna just have the same people on every show because it's better than that guy's show over there who just does it all by himself. Yeah, you can't do it. You can't do what I do, and I've been doing it for a long time. That's the beauty of it all. People think it's easy, and they find out it's hard. So what they do is what he did. Suck on the other shows that can bring you subs. Fake friend people so people will think you like them, and then you sub to them. How's that working out for you? It's good because all the games and all that stuff always comes to a head, right? It always floats to the top like all shit does. And the truth will be told that Uncle Fester is a hack, wannabe ufologist, podcaster, streaming guy. That's why he's got to have 3 or 4 people on. Can't do it by himself. I've done many shows by myself. Yeah, if you want to go to sleep on a Saturday night, put that show on. Calling me a bully is so far from the truth. I am so far from a bully. You know what a bully is to these people? Anybody who questions anybody. How dare you question her? How dare you question Anjali? Anybody who questions anything, you're a bully, you're mean. That's what they do. That's what they do to divert the truth. They don't want the truth. They want fantasy. They want to believe Anjali is the real thing. So badly that they go after somebody like me who is really bringing the truth to ufology more than anybody else other than truth seekers. So I know we're going through it after a quick roll call. And then we're going to do Jeremy Corbell maybe quitting ufology altogether. We'll talk about that as well. Yeah, it's going around. Nathan Allen, welcome to the show. Red Storm 1, welcome to the show. Paul Fahey, welcome to the show. Unidentified S4, welcome to the show. Jill Tate, welcome to the show. Paulie T, welcome to the show. Carl Ann, moderator, welcome to the show. Dan Bub, welcome to the show. Jesse Lee, good to see you. Anybody seen me? You know where I am. You'll see. He'll show up later, too. Sir Wolf 67, welcome to the show. By the way, Jesse Lee, welcome to the show. Frapsap, welcome to the show. Frapsappuccino. Offworld Adam, welcome to the show. The beautiful Felicia Flores, welcome to the show. Bethany Cohn, welcome to the show. Big Bob Little M, welcome to the show. What's up? Wheel Drift, I think that is a new person here. Welcome to the show, I think. Tina Mobley from Gypsy Jewelers, welcome to the show. Mikey Gemetria, welcome to the show. Dorothy Hawkins, welcome to the show. Lord Ludicrous Plaid, welcome to the show. First Floor Audio, Lee. That's Lee, not loser. Sorry, I know it looked that way. Welcome to the show. Exofa, who is Uncle Fester in reference to? Somebody tell Exofa. Eric Hodnett, welcome to the show. Uncle Fester is Fessler. Is it Tommy? What's his name? Is it Thomas Fessler? Tommy? Tommy boy? Tommy. I don't know. We got to come up. Uncle Fester's a really good name because he reminds me of Uncle Fester with that sweaty bald head. All right, 20 seconds. Walt Corbin, welcome to the show. Good to see you. All right, who's coming in through the front door now? Randall Hill, welcome to the show. Sky Allen, welcome to the show. William Bridges, welcome to the show. IR Film, welcome to the show. 10 seconds. Paul Cargo, welcome to the show. Shadi Benorin, welcome to the show. De Niro 5000, welcome to the show. And Marvin Dale Latkins Jr., welcome to the show. That's it. Ding, ding, ding. Nobody else came in. That's where it stops. If I didn't say hi to you, it's because we can't do this all night. So I want to welcome you. Now I'm going to play a clip from last night's show. From Alien Girl 111. Did a fantastic job, by the way, having Angeli on. Alien Addict. Truth Seekers. Alien Scientist. And then I came in the last 20 minutes. And it was funny how she tried to get out of that show faster than Superman trying to save Lois Lane. If she could have went around the world in reverse to turn back time, she would have done it. Believe me, I saw a lot of nervous ticks going on. But let's play it and see how much of a bully I really am. Maybe I am a bully. Maybe I am. And I just don't see it. Let's take a look. This is around the time everybody knows.
We've got Alien Addict. I mean,
maybe I am.
My mind is swarming. I can't even believe how blessed I've been tonight to hang out with all of the coolest people in ufology. So thank you so much for being here.
It is a pleasure. I'm late to the party. I don't know what's been asked. I've heard a few things, but hi, Anjali. Nice to meet you. Hey, guys.
Hi, nice to
Hey,
meet
I
you.
have a question. I heard that you're not going to the cave, which is something I predicted.
Oh, that's not what I said.
So far, haven't been a bully. I'm going to stop it as much as I want to because I have to. Not a bully. I'm going to bring myself up here. You don't need to see these people.
said that
okay.
What I said was that Wayne has said that no one is allowed on the property.
Which would mean
That's
you're not
what I
going
said.
to the cave, right?
Hmm.
Not a bully. Which means you're not going to the cave, right? I may sound a little condescending, and I have an explanation for it, but no excuses. I am what I am. I'm not a bully.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens in the future.
Well, I'm sort of like the psychic of the bunch here, I guess you could say, because not a bully. Not only I predicted that you won't be going and that there would be some excuse that we can't deny, but it's happening right in front of our faces, and I'm sorry to hear that. So Wayne has cancer, huh? Is that
Rick,
what happened?
What do you want?
How am I being a bully? How am I being a bully? The definition of bully, here it is. Seek to harm, intimidate, or coerce someone perceived as vulnerable. So I didn't seek to harm, I didn't try to intimidate, and I didn't coerce someone to do something they didn't want to do. Wow. I'm not a bully. I think, Uncle Fester, you need to go back to school and learn what bullying is, because that is not me. I ask questions. I ask questions, and that's what you don't like. You may not like my methods, you may not like the way I do it, my attitude, same thing, I guess, but you have to explain it in details to these people. My methods, yeah. Totally going after somebody is not what I'm doing here. I'm totally going for the answer, and I'm just blatantly asking it. So, Wayne has cancer, huh? I don't see anything wrong with that question. She said he has to deal with his cancer, trips off. And then she says, Rich, what do you want? And that's where I paused it. I don't see any bullying at all. And I don't want anybody here to not, I want to know, if I'm bullying, let me know. You tell me, yes, Rich, you bullied. William Bridges, thank you for the $5. Don't push the real deal, Scam Jolly. Yeah. Thank you very much for that. I'm going to give you a little gift here. I appreciate it because you are a continuing supporter. But we'll do this real quick. William Bridges, a continuing supporter of Goof On. Thank you very much. $5. And you can help support Goof On, as always, with PayPal, Super Chat, Cash App, super stickers, or become a patron. End of story. Thank you, Mr. Bridges. Mucho gusto to you. And generoso. No bullying, right? No bullying. So all I did was just ask. So, Wayne has cancer, huh? And she says, Rich, what do you want? And that's where I stopped it. She'll ask again. And then Jeremy says, I gotta go. And then it all gets shut down. And then after that, you'll see. No bully.
What do you want? What is it?
No, I'm gonna dip out, guys.
All right, see you later. Thanks so much for jumping on the stream. It was so much fun.
Bye, Jeremy.
See you later, Jeremy.
And I'm getting closer to like the StreamYard limit. I like the 4 hour mark. They actually kick you off at 4 hours.
Oh, okay.
So we only have a couple more minutes, but hopefully we could just chit chat and have more fun like we're doing. Great questions, all around. And I just can't be more thankful. And Angeli, what's so nice about you is you're so open and honest, and I've seen you take some hard.
So I gave a nice and honest. Not bullying. You see how they try to change the narrative and make me look bad when they should be mad at her for lying about the whole entire thing. And I'm the bad guy. I love this. I love this world that it's UFO Twitter and the Uncle Festers in the world think they are so much better and smarter than we are, when in fact, we're better and smarter. No, we are. And I say that without joking around. I think we're better and I think we're smarter because we have better critical thinking and we don't play with words. What is wrong with anything that has happened so far? I'm mad. I'm passionate. I care about ufology. You've only been in it for 3 weeks. What do you know? You don't know anything. You haven't even been through anything yet, other than the breakup of TTSA. I know that brought a lot of sweat and tears to your kind. By the way, Mr. Ian, I saw you, if you're watching, earlier today, and I just wanted to say hi to you because you said hi. I don't know where you're at. Well, I'm going to continue this after Alien Girl says, you've been nice, Anjali, and honest. And I said,
core questions. Yes. I've seen you take some hardcore questions, questions that you could easily say, I'm not gonna talk to this person. They're
she
just
has
gonna
done
corner
that.
me. And I've always been so impressed and inspired by your grace, honestly.
Wow. It's hard to listen to. Her grace, huh?
I try to be as honest as I can. I think that's half the whole reason we're all out here is looking for the honesty, and the truth.
The honest liar. Yeah.
Well, no, honest optimism.
And I said The Honest Liar because that is a book about cheaters. It's called The Honest Liar. It's by the amazing Randy. I can't remember his real name, but it's The Honest Liar. Come on, nobody's ever done this before. Nobody's ever come up with evidence that they're here. And that's what hurts. That's what hurts my community is when someone comes out and says they're going to get researchers and they're going to go to this cave and they're going to have alien evidence and all this stuff, and then it doesn't happen. And that's the same thing that happens every single time in this field. That's why I'm frustrated. I don't have anything against you. I have everything. I'm against the story. All right? Because
exactly. And
okay, so we've broken ground here, right? There seems to be some sort of like the volcano blew off its lid, and now we've just got an even flow of lava, and everybody's calmed down. There's still a little heat, but not once has there been bullying. And in reference to Uncle Fester's show by saying the UFO bully, Tell me where I have, and I ask anybody to give me evidence of bullying by me. I've never once bullied anybody. I never once tried to coerce anybody into saying the opposite of what they believe. I have never harassed anybody to the point that they quit. I never caused to seek harm or intimidate. That has never been my intentions. Actually, you're the one who's doing the intimidating and bullying by calling me a bully. And that really is the gist of it. The do as I say, not as I do club that I will never be a part of. And I got an email today from somebody. I'm not going to name their name, but I wish I would, but I won't. But they know I'm talking about them. Asks me to not bring politics into ufology because you are going to lose half of your people watching. And my reply was, I don't give a shh. I don't care. I don't care. And they asked me. Now, I'm going to tell you, look, I haven't shown my face on your live stream since last week when you called me a snowflake. I have a thick skin, so it didn't bother me too bad. So why'd you have to leave? Now, nobody knows who this is. I'm not going to say who it is. Until you express your political views. You will gain more fans if you leave your politics out of your 2 hours of vamping. So now I'm vamping, and this is a fan of the show who has been gone because I called this person a snowflake. I'll continue. It makes people who don't share your political beliefs feel alienated and the butt of the joke. You know that new thing, let's go, is just, and he says, I'm just reading, is just retarded. I agree to keep it out of the chat because I asked that you guys don't put that in chat. But your reasons differ from others because you don't care if you offend someone. Rather, you say you think it's funny. But to stop. Yeah, it's funny. Boy, I gotta tell you, this is the side of thinking that I don't understand. Like, it's my show, was what I said. It's my show. I'll do things my way. Don't come in here and tell me what I need to do. I'm doing what I want, and I don't care. People who support your channel monetarily feel stupid after you cut their chosen commander-in-chief. Chief was spelled wrong, by the way. Okay. So because I say that side, the left, is not doing things correctly, in my opinion, well, that's their fault if they leave this show, not mine. I'm allowed to have an opinion. And if anybody here feels that I'm cutting you down because I don't believe that our ex-vice president should be in the position he's in, too bad, so sad. Then he says, I voted for Trump. Didn't work out. This guy or girl did not vote for Trump. He asked Georgia to find 10,000 more votes to beat Biden, for God's sake. And then he goes on and says, the January 6th insurrection made Trump not look so good. So here we have somebody who's lying about who they voted for, says they didn't get offended but stayed away from my show because I called him a snowflake. Then he says, so why not rally behind our president and hope he does a good job, even if he's not the candidate everyone voted for? I'd like to come back and watch, as I always thought you and I thought along the same lines, and it was a bummer to learn we don't. See ya. I can move past that, but anymore when I praise Biden in the chat, and then you say keep politics out of the chat, when all you do is crap on Biden. I know it's your show, but as supporters, it's a real kick to the groin. First of all, that is a bold-faced lie, dude. And it's a dude. That's a lie. I never said you can't talk about Biden. I said you can't talk about politics. Period. I know what I can get away with. I know what I can talk about. You don't. You don't know. But I know. And boy, I ripped into him pretty good. I talked about, a lot of stuff that I feel and let him have it. And I said, I will not bend to the left. I will never support him and this administration. End of story. That's the last thing I said. Anything else I can't read. It's really from the heart, if you know what I mean. But I am not a bully. Never have been, never will be. I speak the truth. And damn it, it sure feels good to get a win. Again. Again. Right? I see a couple of super chats. I want to say thank you to, I missed them. Andy Gambino with a 5-pounder says, hey, Rich, who made Angeli the queen? You're not a bully. You're just passionate for the truth. And that is mistaken for aggression by some snowflakes. True. 100%. Don't mistake my passion for aggression. It's totally different. Thank you. I've been saying that forever. Forever. I'm passionate. I've been in the field. I've seen what crap goes on behind the scenes. That's what made me want to start talking about it. Because there's so much lying and deceit going on. And I doubled up on the show. Shut up. And it just pains me to see someone like Angeli bring her crap into the field. It was bad from the beginning to the end, as I saw somebody say earlier. It was awful from the beginning to the end. You don't make a claim that you have talked to aliens and know of a place where we can go visit them and record them without any evidence. You don't come out and say it. Get the evidence, then say it. It was bad from the beginning. It wasn't a hard prediction for me to make. It was very simple. Very simple. Inzane with $7.50 super chat. He just took up and he rolled it up into a little and literally shot putted it. Right here. And that is Mucho Gusto Generoso Inzane, a continuing supporter. And this is for both of you. I'm sorry, I'm, time is of the essence, so we'll do this. This is for both you guys. Thank you, Inzane and Mr. Gambino. A gush all over the community. What's up, Shane Reed? Randall Hill? How you guys doing? Roswell was a weather balloon. God, I love that. It really was, wasn't it? That's what I think. I don't think Roswell was a UFO. But UFOs do exist, just not in Angeli's world. Now let's see how the rest of this ends and we'll move on.
And I don't know I'm sorry, you weren't here, so you didn't hear how the behavior of a lot of people in the public realm has affected this family. And of course you're going to say, you're going to give the worst case scenario, which is it's not going to happen. You help set conditions for that not to happen. You berate, you deride, you ridicule everyone who's an experiencer. And then you want me to care about how you feel? I'm sorry.
Now, she's not talking about me. She's talking about you, the general you. You berate, and all that. Not me. Because I would have jumped on it. Most people would have jumped on her for saying, I never was like that. No, not you. I'm talking about the general, So I avoided that conversation because I knew she didn't mean me.
I don't care about how...
Well, you don't care how we feel.
About my experience, all right? And I'm not really concerned about your thoughts and your beliefs about my experience. at all.
I feel the same way about my own experience. I totally understand that 100%. And I think, yeah, so I'm just backing you.
I just don't care. What I care about is the way that you so arrogantly treat people and berate them verbally, and then expect that they're going to go away. Is that what you want? Like you?
Yes.
That's not what they're going to do.
We'd love
I
that.
just don't understand what it is that you're actually trying to accomplish. Because
well, what are you trying to accomplish?
I have made very clear what I'm trying to accomplish.
Right, and so have I. We've all have. We all said that it's never going to happen.
No, I really don't know what you're trying to accomplish.
Well, you won't let me speak, so that's good. My goal is to not to expose the frauds, but to talk about them and try to learn from them. And I feel that you are one of those people that has this grandiose story that will never bring a shred of evidence to our community. And yes, I do say our community because I've been here for 17 years. I feel like I know a lot of people in this field and I know what they're saying. And there's very few people who really know what the community is like that doesn't believe you. And I know you don't care about that. And quite frankly, you know, I understand where you're coming from. I really do, being in the field very long time. All right. I don't want to beat a dead horse. We've heard it all. The conversation just is nominal at this point. You know, nobody's being a bully. Nobody's being mean. She's very defensive. If she was telling the truth, right, she thought of this later on. She came back and said, quite frankly, I don't care what anyone thinks, you know. Yeah, she meant to say that earlier, but she couldn't remember how to say it, I think. Because that's something you would say initially. That's something you would say right off the bat. Rich, I don't care what you think. Really, I don't. I know the truth. But she got very defensive when I just asked, so Wayne has cancer, huh? What do you want, Rich? Because that was the hot button. That was the main lie for her not to go down to the cave. It's such a dumb story, too. Anyway, Lord Ludicrous Plaid, $5. Love your honesty and thank you for last night. Someone needed to call her out. That's the reason why I watch your show. Keep up the good fight. Hey, man, thank you very much, Lord Ludicrous Plaid. Appreciate that. I'll do this. Thank you very much. Give me it. Thank you very much. And a continuing supporter of Goof On. Mucho gusto, El Generoso. Thanks. Hellfire Studios, $5. Just want to pop in and say, hey, everyone, got to hit the sheets. Rock on, goof on. All right. Maybe I can, well, I tell you what, if you really need to sleep, there's a show on, I heard, that puts you right out. I think Uncle Fester or something like that. I don't know. Just type in hack. If you type in hack, it'll pull up that person's show. You'll go right to sleep. Thank you very much, Hellfire Studios. Mucho gusto generoso, a continuing supporter of Goof On. That's for you, my friend. And I do appreciate that. Look, you know, I don't want to keep beating a dead horse here and continually talking about this. Because quite frankly, until something else comes up with her story, we're done. There's nothing else I can say or do that we don't already know. We know it's a fraud. We've got confirmation pretty much that it's over. No, Gorilla Gamer. Why? Why would you say that? That's weird. Don't say that. Stay right where you are. We're just talking, man. But I won't be bullied and I won't be told what to say. And nobody can tell me, you need to do this, you need to do that. The show is constantly growing, and I thank you for that. We're not going backwards. We're not stagnant. I mean, we're in the same number as everybody else in the field. 10 new subs a day. That's it. The days of 500 subs, 700 subs, 1,000 subs in a weekend are gone. I've never been a part of that. I came in right after Alex Jones ruined it for everybody. Well, he didn't. The advertising and all that stuff, and you know, Coca-Cola was being played on a racist channel, and that changed everything, so they used Alex Jones. as a starting point and changed everything. And to me, that's right when I joined. Even though my channel says 2017, that was when it was the paranormal code. And I didn't do anything for I just posted the clips, the show. Didn't do a show here on YouTube. But this show started in the end of October. I think it was October 30th, 2019. So we're just, was it? Yeah, it was October. Yeah, I thought we already hit the 2-year mark. No, I think it was October 2019. Anyway, we're just 2 years old. I just got lost where I was at. All right. That was weird. All right, so let's see what's going on today. I appreciate everybody that that put up with me over the last 2 years. You guys are awesome. By the way, I was supposed to have the studio done, but I didn't like the way it was coming, the color. It was gray and black, right? And I didn't know where to put the red. So I took the gray down and I ordered 24 black tiles. So it's going to be black and red. And see, what happened was I thought I ordered black tiles, the acoustic tiles that are going to be on the wall all around. And they were gray. So I said, okay, I'll try to make it work with the gray. And when I got half of the order, they came with this backing that you could peel off and just stick on the thing. Well, the other half of the order didn't come with any backing. So every time I went to the store, I kept forgetting to buy the glue tabs, the tabs. And next thing I know, a month goes by, 2 months goes by. And then you saw when I ordered more tabs, they were smushed. Those things, the things that go up on the wall, the acoustic tablets. And they were smushed. They shrink wrapped them, and then when you unpack them, you give them 2 days and they'll fluff up. Well, for the most part, yeah, but around the edges, they stayed flat. And no matter what I did, even if I ran them under water, they wouldn't fluff back up. So, had to send those back. Yeah, so, now it's going to be done. Monday, I'm getting the new tiles. Everything's going to look fantastic. I'll be done Monday or Tuesday. So by Wednesday, the latest, the new studio will be up and running. 2 cameras. You like that? And there's going to be a nice TV behind me. Eventually there will be. I have it, but I'm using it now. But there'll be a desk, and the other camera will be able to go to the desk and either use the Ouija board if I ever decide to use it again, or do the tarot readings, or you'll be able to see me working if I do remote viewing tests. It's coming along. It's only 4 months overdue, all right? It's only 5. What, it's supposed to be May? Well, it's supposed to be done in June. July, August, 4 months. 5. It's not easy being me. I'm very, very, what do you call it? What is it? I procrastinate. Not all the time, though. It's weird. I'm real anal about some things and other things I'm not. You'd think I'd be anal about getting the studio up, but I've got to move some boxes out of the way, and I'm not in the mood to do any kind of labor because I'm weak, frail. I'm like Angeli. No, I'm not. I'm joking around. I procrastinate. All right. Mick West is alive and kicking on Twitter, says Venus and Jupiter are 2 of the more common things reported as UFOs, sometimes both at the same time. Just after sunset, they appear as solitary lights in an empty sky, which will often lead to the autokinetic illusion, so they look like they are moving. And here's his example down here. Totally true. And I can't tell you how many times a week that people send me pictures of this, and they say, hey, I know you're busy, but can you tell me what this is? And I kindly say, dots. I cannot tell what they are. Thank you. Do not send me dots. Now, if you have a video where dots are moving back and forth very angrily, well, that I want. So I'm getting a little tired of hearing about this. We need to see Lou Elizondo on the Joe Rogan show. Now, I think the entertainment value would be high because Joe is somewhat entertaining when it comes to UFOs and talking about UFOs. But Joe is going to be missing the main ingredient to that show if he just has Lou. And that main ingredient is me. It's true. It's true. Because I would... Joe has turned. He's not the same. He's very skeptical as far as UFOs go. But there is no way he is going to be a bully to Elizondo. Yes, highly retired says. But I want to see Elizondo and Rich Dolan sitting side by side at the same time, bouncing facts and history off each other on the Joe Rogan podcast. Lou can throw the underhanded slow pitch, and Richard can knock it out of the park, which is supposed to be with historical facts. You know, I'm not interested. Really. I would listen to it because I have to, but I'm not really interested in Lou anymore. Of course I am. Are you kidding? I wait. What do they say, the kids? On bated breath? Everything Lou says, right? We've got to. He's the man. Oh, this is great. This goes along with my snowflake dialogue that I was talking about earlier, which nobody knows who it is, and I kept it that way on purpose because I don't want anybody to know it's you, so don't blow it if you're here. But Ryan, UFO Jesus, says, I'm not one for excessively policing UFO Twitter. Nevertheless, if someone is indulging in insults, it's more than reasonable to criticize that person, isn't it? Otherwise, the basic argument is people can insult, but those insulting shouldn't be critiqued. Seems unreasonable. What? I said, who can't take the insults? You never name anyone when it comes to saying people are mean and slinging insults. Who? Name two people who are really flinging insults but can't handle it when it's thrown their way. What, another no reply? I'm not waiting for a reply. Name one person. I asked, because Ryan has been doing this for the last couple of weeks, talking about how people who fling insults can't take it when it's turned on them. And I'm asking for that evidence. I'm like, show us, tell us who. Who is having this issue with poo being slinged at them? Poo hoo Lou? Is it Lou hoo poo? He says, I'm not advocating insulting anyone. Oh, I gotta say that because UFO Twitter would annihilate me. He says, I'm pointing out what appears to be a ridiculous double standard. That is, can you critique others, but you can't or shouldn't critique the critic of others? That kind of logic should be challenged. I challenged him. No reply. Typical, do as I say, not as I want to say. I don't know. I tried coming up with something and it didn't work. But it's just typical. of that side. Joe Capusta says, oh my God, I don't know. Look. Says, epic battle with passenger jet attempting to elude UFO attack. Or it's just the setting sun gleaming off the jet surfaces and illuminated the jet stream. So I say, why do you post this kind of garbage comment? Obviously, no one cares to comment because nobody has yet. So I thought I'd waste my time. Epic battle? Can you please stop doing this? It's watering down the legit sightings which make believe, and you know it. Stop lying. God, I hate typing out in 400 and 200 characters. All right, so he's playing Judas Priest, which I will turn off. So this might be an epic battle. Or is it a UFO reflecting, or is it an airplane reflecting the sun? It is. And these have been commonly called UFOs, fireballs, and comets. And we'll get rid of that. Gush. So Alien Gray brought something up. A UFO was recorded going the opposite direction in 2013. This was by a young boy with his cell phone while flying over Massachusetts. Now, I remember this. And to this day, I don't know. But I think it's fake. Because it's really clear for as fast as it's going. And if it's with the cell phone in 2013, I don't think they had 60 frames per second. So I'm pretty sure this is at 29.97 or 30. But check this out. You'll remember it.
Whoa! Whoa, did you see that?
It looks good, right?
Whoa! Whoa, did you see that?
Now, that kid could be talking about the plane out here. And he's excited because he sees this other plane. But I don't think so. I think he's talking about the UFO. What do you think? I don't know. In my eyes, and I still trust them, my lying eyes, I think that looks real. And these are this here. Someone made a comment, not today, years ago, and said that's an airplane going the opposite direction. And this one here is going going the opposite direction too. But it's not going as fast as this. It's a very interesting one. What do you guys think? Yeah, Mick West is not working on this. Let's play it one more time. It's good.
Whoa! Whoa, did you
I think it's real. I'm going to stand by my own judgment. It was Anjali on a flying carpet. Yeah, she was on a flying carpet or a flying blanket, one of her blankets. Oh, that's good stuff. That's good ripping yarn. That was a good one. I remember that, man. This is awfully interesting. I've always wondered what this was. These little handbags that the Anunnaki walked around with. You know? And I want to know, John, he had a pretty good idea. He says, been wondering what these bags represent. A bag is a carrying vessel. Perhaps depicted in this way, it is symbolism. Shown as part of the hand. The bag is the body. The knowledge is inside. DNA holds the knowledge. Just a thought. Nah, I don't think so. See this? You see this? That is a watch. Wouldn't you think that would be like the Apple Watch? No? It's pretty cool. It's on the underside of the wrist too. But I don't know. It's interesting, but I don't think it's symbolism, but it could be, but I doubt it. You know, when they made these things, carved these out, I think they were really trying to hit on the exactness, the literalness. Is it literalness? They were being literal in the carvings, right? What do you think the CIA's role is in the crash retrieval program? Does anybody know? It's a calculator watch. Bag of money, could be a bag of jewels. Yeah. You guys are like 30 seconds behind, huh? It's so weird. So Red Rum Joe, you know, Joe Merja, Red Rum Joe, was conversing with John Ramirez. John says, I believe we are witnessing a controlled dissemination on some kind of timetable that seems to be quickening of late. Let me see if I can open that up. Was not my intention, but CIA might have seen me as a fortuitous participant in this process by not redacting anything. I don't think we are. At all. Seeing a quickening of anything. UFO. I am sorry. I said, not at all. I'll wake you up. It's all disinformation. It's a disinformation campaign starring Lou Elizondo as Richard Doty, telling us that UAPs are a threat. Ha! It's China and their advanced hypersonic tech. China has the Tic Tacs, and we see them as the threat. That's what makes sense, not aliens. Got 3 hearts already. I just put that up an hour ago. I'll take it. Anyway, that's my opinion. Doesn't mean it's right. It doesn't mean I don't know. Nobody knows. Right? Nobody knows. Who knows the truth? I don't even think Lou knows the truth. Honestly, I really don't. I love Dots, Gorilla Gamer. Hey, good to see you, man. Welcome to the show. Look at behind me here. Where are we? See that? Dots. I like this picture. Which way do I go? This is a good picture because look, you're talking about Christopher Columbus here, discovering America, but you also have, boy, this is not easy. The firmament's cracked, right? And outside of the firmament, well, you got the planets. Where to go? Over here. And then over here, you have other universes in the bubble, right? Pretty cool. How do I work these? It's so hard. So these universes, look, they each have a sun, a moon, planets. I love this thumbnail. There's a comet right there. There's our sun all the way over here. There's someone on the coast, a nice tree, land. What's this? Oh, I can't see anything there. But that's a... Anyway, just... We're not being told anything. What we are being told is not to notice. Oh, I love Vimanas. Let's fly a Vimana. I love those things. I believe they're real. All right, let's see. What does Gert B. Frobe has to say? I don't think the CIA are involved with UFOs. It's most likely a level 6 security mandate. and only privy to black military operations and an intel organization within that group that acts as agents. That is well said. Although nobody knows, but I don't think it's the CIA either. No, they're irresponsible. People that are in these, like you were saying, black military projects, right? These people will die for what they're doing, without question. People in the CIA, I don't think they would die. Not all the time. Some of them. But I think what I mean is a secret can be kept within those black projects. I think that's why they have to be put out there. They have to go to black military operations, things that aren't in our government. They're private corporations, private entities that are paid a shit load of money, and they will keep quiet. And believe it or not, a lot of those people that work in those black military operations, I don't think a lot of them have families. I think they're like people like me that want to be single and just, do the right thing and work. Stand up for what you believe in. And if I was ever in one of those black military projects, mum's the word. Yep. God, I wish they would come knocking. That's all. Hold on, I'm getting messages here. Let's see. Oh, that was good. Okay. What is this? Okay, hold on a second. Burden of proof. I want to make sure this doesn't give away anything. Here we go. Saying that the burden of proof lies not with the person making the claim, but with someone else to disprove. Bertrand declares that a teapot is, at this very moment, in orbit around the sun between the Earth and Mars, and that because no one can prove him wrong, his claim is therefore a valid one. Wow, that's beautiful. That is absolutely everything we are in ufology. That's ufology. I should change the name of this show. Burden of proof. Yeah, that's great. God. Saying that the burden of proof lies not with the person making the claim, but with someone else to disprove it. Well, Bertrand declares that a teapot is, at this very moment, in orbit around the sun between the Earth and Mars. And that, well, because no one can prove him wrong, his claim is therefore a valid one, just like Angeli. She makes the claim, nobody can go disprove it, so she might be right. I hate that. Good stuff. That's what's wrong with ufology. That's what's wrong with the hack, Uncle Fester. That's what they live by. They live by fantasy. And you're not going to ruin my fantasy. Well, you know who's ruined a lot of fantasies? You want to know? Jeremy Corbell. And I heard today, and I'm not going to say who because it's irrelevant. I would love to, but I can't. Well, we didn't talk about whether or not I should talk about it, but I also heard the rumor. So when I heard it from him, I'm like, oh, it might be true. Jeremy Corbell may be quitting ufology altogether. The movies, apparently, he can't handle the stress of having to lie. That's what it is. I don't want to lie anymore, man. It's like totally hard, It's like, I don't know if I can do it. You know, it's like I try and I try and I try to do the right thing, but you guys keep giving me fake stuff and these people are figuring it out. You know how he looks around? He does this and then he does this. I swear, I know for a fact, he says, for a fact that there is more they're not telling us. For a fact. Yeah. What facts? How? Can you tell us anything? No. But trust me. It's for fact, Jack. Oh, man. We'll talk about it. Everybody, crop circle time.
What are they?
What are they?
Why are they? What do they mean? What are they? Why are they? What do they mean?
What are they, everybody?
Are they harbingers of world change? Secrets in the fields. Are they harbingers of world change?
All right. Oh, that's amazing. Where is the most beautiful voice on the planet? Look, look.
Feel like there's nothing left of me. There's nothing left me. Be nothing I feel for you. I got a butterfly on my neck. I have an Eddie Monster haircut. I've got more chins than a Chinese phone book. Sorry, not sorry. It's just jokes, man. He's such a bully. You're a bully. That's bullying. You're just a bully. You're so mean. Richard, you are so mean. You're a bully. Bully. Unbelievable.
Anybody seen Richie?
Oh, Jesus.
Huh?
Shut it down.
I'm gonna keep coming back until somebody remembers seeing Richie.
Oh my God. Oh my God, look. Look, somebody got a photo of him. He's looking right at me this time. Man, if looks could kill. If looks could kill. Okay. But Jeremy Corbell may be out. Now, I was asking that question, what was it, yesterday or the day before? Like, why is he even here? Anybody know? He was here. He got started making movies, doing everything, you know, with Patient 17, Skinwalker, Cash, and Cash Lazar. Everything's Cash. Of course, the goal is to make money when you make a movie. I don't care, but if the movie's bad, I care. I think I have the right to have that opinion, and I don't think Jeremy Corbell has what it takes to make a very good movie. He can make an all right movie, right? But I don't think you should shoot yourself for 26 minutes in your own movie, especially one that has the legend Bob Lazar in his own mind as the main topic. You don't put yourself 7 minutes more in the documentary than the guy you're doing it about. It's amazing. He is really strange. And Jeremy Corbell was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. His parents paid for everything. He went to a high school, from what I learned, that was $60,000 a year. That's a lot. Now, I know I'm being tested right now by saying all this stuff. And I don't care. I know the test when I see one. But I'm saying it. I think Jeremy Corbell is not going anywhere. Why would he? Woody. Why would he? Why? He is a strange person. Nothing wrong with having your whole entire life paid for. Nothing wrong with that. That is the goal of life, is to not work as much, and have fun. That's what I'm trying to do. So I don't blame Corbell for that. I just don't like his movies. Apparently, he's getting a lot of hate. A lot of it. And I think he's having a hard time dealing with it. And I have to tell you, it ain't from me. It's not from me. He's got a long way to go. Yeah, I think he's terrible. Now, George Knapp took him under his wing. And according to Corbell, George Knapp, who's going to be retiring, is giving or has given Jeremy Corbell his entire history of UFO research. So there is no way Corbell's quitting ufology. There's no way he's going to stop making movies. There is no way he's going to stop putting these videos out. I don't know. I don't know. It's just a rumor, kids. Just a rumor. If Jeremy Corbell leaves ufology, it is a sad day in ufology. It just won't be that much fun. I love it when his videos come out. Love it. Because, hey, man, we might get to see something that we're not supposed to see. But after 6 videos and 0 of that, these are swarming the Russell. There's 14 UFOs swarming the Russell. And all you get is one. And 2 little stars. Wow, look at that swarm. Ma! A lot of meatballs for this one. What? Never mind. It's Corbell. Yeah, I know. Come on, man. This guy's got nothing. Why would he quit? He's got ufology by the balls. You see, he's got him by the bags. He's got it. He's got the oyster. He's got the clam. He's got it all. Why would he quit? There's no way he's quitting. No way. All right, let's get back to work. Let's forget that. Forget I even mentioned it. Nah, don't forget it. Because if he does quit ufology, that would suck. Without Corbell, it'd be a little more boring. I'm just telling you like it is. I would love for him to put a movie out to critique. God, I love that stuff. It would be a little less exciting. It really would. I'm not just saying that. It really would. Well, apparently, high-level officials are increasingly speculating. What? High-level officials are increasingly speculating that UFOs have otherworldly origins. With these developments are extraordinary. History is repeating itself. While these developments are extraordinary, history is repeating itself? NASA Chief Bill Nelson, latest official to suggest UFOs have otherworldly origins. Is it me, or does that guy scare you? Does that guy scare you? Bill Nelson the new NASA guy. Doesn't he scare you? This guy? He looks like a TV evangelist, like a church guy. And you know exactly that's what it's like. Behind closed doors, this guy loses his shit. He gets crazy. You ever see that Saturday Night Live sketch when Ronald Reagan was president? And Ronald Reagan there's a tour group coming through the Oval Office, and whoever's playing Ronald Reagan goes, "Oh, hello, kids. Oh, being a president is very challenging, but maybe someday you'll be president." And he pats the kid on the head and, "Okay, have a nice day." And then as soon as the door closes, he turns around and he goes, "Okay, back to the drawing board. Russia, we got to take Russia out." Right? And I forget who played it. I think it was the guy who's dead now. He did all the impressions back then. But Reagan had two personalities. That's Bill Nelson. I could see this guy. He comes out and talks all cool and stuff in front of us, right? While these developments are extraordinary, history is repeating itself. Door closes. I tell you what, if you mother effers want to get UFOs out to the public, you think again. It ain't going to happen on my watch, my time, and my place. You hear me? You got that? Who's there? Your coffee's here. Door opens up. Well, hi, Susie. How you doing today? Right. You could put the coffee right over there, sweetheart. Thank you very much. Bill Nelson's totally different. She walks out as soon as the door closes. Back to work, everybody! That's Bill Nelson. I can just see it. I can see it. He's that guy. He's ruthless. Look at him. Look at that guy's already 1 foot in the grave. Or 1 foot out. That guy scares me. That guy is an alien. He is. He is. He is. From China. What? This is from Liberation Times. Check this out. We're doing a little news today. Whoa. What is this? From Liberation Times. From China to San Marino, the secret story behind UFO disclosure at the UN? A world with no borders? Grenada still involved? UFO research close to providing concrete industrial results? Why did China really withdraw? You know why. Have you noticed that about China? Major companies are now backing out of China. 2 huge billion-dollar companies, corporations, refuse to stay there. And something's up with China. Liberation Times. This is wild. We are on the precipice of witnessing the tiny landlocked nation of San Marino making an historic formal request to the United Nations. Check this out. Why historic? San Marino may request the creation of periodic UFO conferences under the UN's aegis, dedicated to the study of the phenomenon. This would put the UFO issue on par with the world's most pressing issues, from climate change to international disarmament. This may be old news to you already. Perhaps you are already thinking that such an effort is a shot in the dark and has failed before. But in this article, we'll take a deep dive. We'll explore some surprising details, which suggests there may be significant global corporation behind the scenes. And breadcrumbs lead to China. All right, well, I'm not going to read all that. But you know what I feel about China. They've got the goods, baby. They've got the goods. What is this? Huh. Oh, I appreciate that. See, somebody here says, just sent me a message, says, I watch your show now and then, and lots of times I strongly disagree with you, but it's okay to disagree, and that is not why I pop in here. Just want to say high five for calling out Anjali, and you called it for what it is. Continue to stay real. Well, that was very nice. Who else just sent me a message? People are messaging me, yeah, you know Uncle Fester's talking shit. The last time he talked crap about me and a lot of us, he took the show down. I'm scared. Don't worry, I won't tell anybody. You can keep the show up. Like, I care. You know, I really can't. All right, so I'm going to play this video right now. It's a TikTok 2-minute video. But this has to do with, well, the current state of the world we're living in. And I play this because I don't want you to be this.
I don't want to sit there. Do you want me to call the cops? Because I will. I'll call them right now.
We can't move people because they don't want to sit next to them.
He's violating our rights and our safety. I asked him for his vaccine card, and he doesn't have one because he's not vaccinated.
Hey, look, you can't do that.
You have to have a mask and be vaccinated.
You're not exactly wearing a mask.
I'm not wearing a mask because I have asthma. I have a health condition. I have children. I'm fully vaccinated to protect them. You're intentionally putting my health at risk right now.
If you wish to be on this flight, I need you to take a seat. Okay, that is a seat you paid for, and it's the only one of
I know the law. You're violating the law right now. You're completely breaking the law. You have to find me another seat.
It's not the law to be vaccinated to come on this flight.
You can't make me breathe his oxygen because he's not vaccinated. You're not listening to me.
If you wish to be on this flight, I need you to take your seat.
I'm not sitting there. You're putting my life in danger right now. I cannot be made to breathe his oxygen. That's not fair.
This is the seat you paid for.
Do you want me to see my children? Yes, are you putting them at risk now?
I have one available.
I don't want to sit there. He's not vaccinated. You're intentionally putting my life in danger.
Ma'am, we are not putting your life in danger.
I'm not going to sit there.
Ma'am, can you take a seat, please?
No, I'm not sitting there. How many times do I have to say this?
Ma'am, I know how challenging air travel is these days, but there will be no discrimination on my aircraft.
Well, it's not discrimination.
Vaccinated or unvaccinated, we should respect each other.
Yes.
And as it seems, you have trouble doing that, please exit the aircraft.
Are you
kidding? See this guy's mask? Absolutely useless. He's got his nose peeking out the top. It's a piece of cloth. It's useless. I think that whole thing was a staged. It was acting, because it didn't. The second time, that's my second time watching it. It just seems fake. But I hope it's real. Anyway, I don't want you to become her. There's no reason for it. You're on an airplane. They have their rules. Just follow the rules of the airwaves. Just get to your destination. Hey, look, I don't believe in everything that's being put out there, but I'm not going to cause a stink over something. You know what I mean? Just shut up and get on the plane. Sit down. She had her vaccination. She should be fine. She had her shot, right? Hey, I want to thank Nathan with the PayPal support. Thank you very much, Nathan, with the PayPal support, and I appreciate that. This goes out to you. Mucho gusto, generoso. Hey, you don't like that one like me. Thank you very much. A continuing supporter of GoofOn and moderator for GoofOn. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate that. And there were some people last night I don't think I got. I thought I did. But I want to thank Thorsten again, who really helped out with another nice PayPal support. And who else? I think that's it. Oh, Nathan again from yesterday. I didn't get that. And also Hungry Dragon, who says, bravo on your cues for Angeli. Thank you very much. Hungry Dragon, also a continuing supporter of Goof On, and also Dr. Z. Hey, Dr. Z Smith, thank you very much. He supports my 16 children. Those are all PayPal contributors. Thank you very much, everybody. And I'll give you all one of these because, you know, we're still doing the show. But thank you very much, everybody. Mucho gusto. I just saw one in here, too. Moonlicked. Bill Ness. That's right. Bill Nelson, 1 foot out of the grave. Thank you. Now that's a coffee mug. 1 foot out of the grave. For $3.69. Mucho gusto, Generoso. It is funny when I think about it. Yeah, I didn't realize it. That is funny. Thank you, Moonlick, a continuing supporter of Goof On. Oh, man. I tell you what, I feel like we're making progress. I feel like it. I do. Thanks, Moonlick. Appreciate that. We are Alien Girls here. Hey, we already talked about you. Welcome to the show. That was a great show last night. You really did it again. I think you even had like over 100 people there. That was fun. I was only there for a few minutes, but I've already had videos made about me. So, what else? Oh! Hold on. Wait, this is good. Oh, come on. Oh, here it comes. No, that's not it. Dang it. Oh, hold on. I got a video here. Where is it? That is so weird. I totally freak out. Watch this. All right. Well, we're gonna get off all paranormal topics, and we're gonna take a little ride. All right. We're gonna go to one of my favorite places right now, and we are going to watch this. Oh shoot! I can't play this one. Yeah, I can't play it. It's too much cursing, swearing. Yeah, dang it. I can't play it. Damn it. Damn it. Well, I have another one. Let's play this.
All right, Narcoteers. Uh-oh. See that? That closure?
Cart narcs, everybody.
And you know what he did too? He even pulled up to leave his little cart back there. Because his tailgate, his lift wouldn't. That's not where the cart goes, sir. You left your cart in the spot. You left your cart right in the spot behind you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It's got the cart return.
I got it.
I can get it for you.
Nope, you're right. It's my bad.
No, I get it. You admit it. I'll get it.
But I admit I was wrong.
But that's why I'll get it for you, because you showed. Want to stick like a sticker here? See, if somebody admits they're wrong, I'll take it for them.
Oh, totally wrong.
That's quite all right.
Being lazy, and I'm embarrassed.
You know what, sir? You are a grown-ass man, because that's taking responsibility for yourself, and I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Cart narcs out. Well, that's okay. You admitted to it. That's a bigger man to do that than to get angry or whatever. Now that, for every one of y'all who say, oh, the cart narcs, they just provoke and harass people. No, only lazy bones act that way. We always act nicely. And a real grown-up adult like that man was.
See what I mean? Even the cart narcs gets called a bully and harassing people when he's not. People, you are supposed to put your cart backs into the cart corral. And if you don't, you're a lazy bones. You can push around the cart throughout the whole store, walk it all the way back to your car, but won't take it another 20 feet and put it away. Those carts get away. They roll around and crash into other people's cars, marking them up and denting them. That's not cool. It's called living in a society that I want to be a part of. I love a society where people put their carts away.
Admits to their mistakes, feels bad about it.
But because he calls them out, he's the bad guy. When has this world changed? I know when it changed. About 1990. Around that time. That's when this world really started to change. No. I'm going to take that back. I'm going to say around 2003. Yeah, I'm rethinking this whole thing. Because I know in 2001, because you know what happened, 9/11, right? And I remember for a year after that, people were cool, right? There wasn't a lot of violence. People were actually nice. And then around 2003, 2004, and I think it really is in 2006 is when it happened. That's when this all changed, 2006. This cancel culture, blaming people, calling people out, and reverse world theories, you know, and sky is not blue, and you're the bully when you're not, you know, nobody's accountable, that kind of stuff. That's when they started giving out those participation trophies, you know, and those are the people who grew up after 1990. The people who got into their mid to late 20s, that's when it all started. I blame people who have kids that are like in their 20s to 30s. And that's my generation who screwed up. It's my generation screwed everything up. Because I don't have any children. I refuse to do that trick. That's an old trick. I'm not falling for you gotta have a kid trick. All right? I didn't fall for that you gotta have kid routine. I shouldn't have fallen for you got to get married routine, but I did.
And wants to do better.
I wanted to test the system. I knew I shouldn't have got married, but I tested it. Didn't work out.
Good God Almighty, that man, ooh. I want him inside me in the spiritual and moral sense that I want his abilities and his responsibility inside me.
All right, what's next?
Ooh, speaking of which, let's see. And once, the one spot over from the court return. Oh.
These
are the ones that just absolutely grind our gears. That's not where the cart goes. Get over here, right? Yeah, dang it, flag.
All right, this one's terrible.
She's a little too fast.
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't. All right, I tried. I'm trying different things here and there. What's that? Okay. The expedition to the mountain is postponed. Oh, okay, that's Angeli. Yeah, we don't care anymore about that. We're done with that. We're done with her. Unless somehow, some way that conversation gets crowbarred into this show, it's over. We're done talking about it. Totally. Unless somebody wants to say something about it, you know, then I'll talk about it, but... All right. What is this? Oh. 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 Well, something's going on. Something's going on. Hold on. This is very odd. I'm going to play something. Everybody's caught up. Okay, I got everybody. Okay, everybody's caught up. Well, let me go here. I have not played any third phase of moon videos in a while. I'm going to play this from last night. Not my portion of it. Or is it last night? Or is it the night before? I want to go to the night before. This is very cool. They asked people on the street. And these are real people walking by the Hollywood sign in California. This is pretty cool. And there's Apala here. So let's listen to what Apala has to say. I like Apala. She's good people. This is good. This is good. All right.
Museum that it was just a small drawing about this, and I came across. So I was at the Museum of Modern Art in New York a couple weeks ago, and I came across this drawing in one part of the museum that it was just a small drawing about this big, and it had like a future city with UFOs. It looked like flying around. They looked kind of like flying saucers, but when I looked closer, it looked just like the gimbal video that is broadcasted all over mainstream media right now from the Navy. And there's like these weird cars that have this like steam engine wheel thing going on, like nothing I've ever seen before. And I was just like, wow, who did this? And I looked at the author of it, and it was Frank Lloyd Wright, who just happens to have a house pretty close to me up in the hills. And I've always been fascinated by his architecture because he's just, breaking molds. And what's interesting is that this drawing was actually from like 1934. He made this, which is wild because that's like right around the time like cars had just started coming out around this time. And it was just unbelievable to me. So I looked into it. Apparently this drawing is called the Broadacre, and he wrote books about this and did designs on this when he was, like I said, in the 30s, which is really interesting because and when you try to look into it, he doesn't really get into the concept of what are these flying things going on over here. But I think it's really fascinating because in my presentation, Solutions for Humanity, I get into the whole concept of space habitats, and I've been doing a lot of research on that. And it's really interesting because with the space habitats, all the concepts that have been created have all been created by sci-fi novelists. And after they were put out, actually people that work for NASA and Blue Origin have actually picked up these concepts and realized they're possible, and they're actually working on them right now. I believe one of them is it's some sort of like an orbital ring design, and actually Jeff Bezos is working on one right now where it has its own self-sustaining environment in it. And he came out about that in, I believe, like 2017. So I think it's really fascinating how these artists, it's like almost like they're getting downloads and tapping into something. It almost seems like Frank Lloyd Wright knew something that even our government supposedly claims that they don't know about right now. I mean, if you take this drawing of what looks like a gimbal and you put it next to the Navy video of the gimbal, it matches up perfectly. So it's like, what did he know? And I think it's really interesting because, at that time, he was such a high society person, and he was around a lot of other high society people, obviously. I mean, Nikola Tesla, Einstein, all those figures were alive during that time. And they would have been exhibiting, he would have been exhibiting his architecture work at the World Fair in Chicago at the same time that Nikola Tesla was exhibiting his work and coming out with his work. So I'm sure they probably knew of each other, and I'm wondering if there's some sort of connection there. Maybe they knew something. So not only do we see this gimbal in the drawing by Frank Lloyd Wright, but we also see it in Renaissance paintings from, before the 1800s. One that I can think of in particular is the Madonna and Child with St. John that was painted by Da Vinci. And you see in the background this same gimbal-shaped flying saucer-looking thing, and it's behind Madonna and Child, and there's actually someone in the background pointing up at it. And it's like, what are these artists trying to portray here? They obviously knew something was going on, or they knew that they were seeing something in the sky. So to sum this all up, I really feel that there is something to this that these artists are trying to portray. Either they know that there's something up in the skies, and we've known about disclosure much longer than the government is claiming that we have, or they're tapping into something, possibly tapping into the collective consciousness and pulling something out of there. You know, like I was saying with my research into space habitats, you know, it seems these sci-fi writers seem to come up with these concepts long before, you know, the scientists actually realize they're able to work on them and create them. So I think there's definitely something to this, and I find it really fascinating.
So is this simply a coincidence, or is this art piece in relation to the gimbal something that people have known about for quite a long time? Apollosteria, appreciate your input on this discovery of yours. Now let's get to this. People, the public in Los Angeles are asking every day, what's going on above our heads? Well, we recently received a video from South America. We showed the public and we asked them what they thought of it. Some of their reactions is quite impressive. Take a look at this. Have we ever met before?
We have not.
All right, so what do you make of this broad daylight? Ours or worldly?
I mean, I'm always thinking that it's ours first, for sure. The idea that it's, you know, that they're saying that it's something like this hasn't been seen in America makes me think that maybe it would be ours. But then I'd rather believe that they're off-world for sure.
We ever met before?
No.
So what do you make of that video when you're watching it? Ours or otherworldly?
It looks like a mix somewhere between like the rings on Saturn to like a beehive just like sitting there up in the air. And you know,
doesn't this guy sound like that guy, that actor? Yeah, I can't remember. He's got the red hair and he's been around for a while. Who does he sound like?
Normally I'd say, oh yeah, someone could probably make a drone out of this, or you know, what have you, but you know,
he was in the movie Paul. He was the voice of Paul, the alien.
You're listing countries like Haiti, like there's no money there, you know, like, so yeah, that's weird.
So when you look at something like that, if you were out there,
well, if I was out there,
what would you think?
Well, I'd like to see it move.
Yes.
See how it moves. Because really, what makes the UFOs interesting is when the pilots report about them, is they change direction, and they go up, and they go down, and they do all these things. This one is just sort of sitting there.
What is the historic record of UFOs, or what are believed to be UFOs?
I love this lady.
Over, let's say, 200 years. What is it? Do you know?
You tell me.
I'm not the researcher on UFOs. I'd like to know, because if we don't have people in 1860, during the Civil War, seeing mysterious, bizarre objects in the sky, and we're only seeing it in the 20th century, that says it's man-made.
Tell me what your first impression is looking at this video.
Well, the first impression is the shape of the object. It's pretty interesting looking. It's moving. It's moving with the velocity of the camera. So there's some trepidation in the hands of the cameraman, because usually...
If you want to watch the rest of that, go to Third Phase of Moon. The link will be in the description. I almost played half of it. Not really a third of it, but it's pretty interesting. And these are not setups. These are actual people that you can see here. People walk down this road and they go to the Hollywood sign, which is behind this setting, I believe. Brenton Blake and Michael were there about a month or so ago with Dr. J. I had left the day before they went up there. But people go up there and they give them water and maps, I think, and stuff like that. And they just pulled some people out of the, walking around and said, hey, you want to comment on some UFO sightings? And that's how it happened. Pretty cool. I like that one lady, though. She was getting all serious, right? I want to take one more look at her. She's cool. She reminds me of Aunt Betty, like my Aunt Betty. All right, I don't have an Aunt Betty, but if I did, it would be her.
If UFOs are only since we've had the technology to fly, doesn't that indicate to you that they're not extraterrestrial?
Right. She's That's a really good question to talk about. Her point is that we only started seeing UFOs since we've started making stuff. When we had airships, people started seeing UFOs, right? But that's not necessarily true. Because as we just saw with Apollo, there are those paintings and, the frescoes and some artwork that show disc-shaped objects up in the sky shooting beams down, rays of light to the ground, people on the ground looking up, pointing at that thing. I mean, come on, man. Look, we're doing this. This whole thing with me being a bully, this kind of thing has followed me from day 2. Day 1, it didn't really start like that. And then I said, you know what? I'm tired of being lied to. And I started talking about people in the field. And nobody did that. Nobody did it the way I've done it. And because I am passionate, I take it personally because I have experiences. I have my own sightings. And other things. And when somebody's lying, it really hurts the field. And Jelly really hurts the field in the worst way possible. And I don't see what I said to her as bullying. What I talk about when I'm on my show isn't bullying when I talk about Corbell. It isn't bullying if I make a comment one time on Twitter to Elizondo. If I say something to Richard Dolan, it's a one and done deal. There's no bullying. There's no harassing. There's no name calling. I may say what they're saying is stupid, but I'm not saying they're stupid. I've actually said many times, these are smart people saying stupid stuff. So maybe they're not so smart after all. But I'm not out here. I don't envision this show as me attacking anybody. I envision this show as me showing what a lie is. And then when we have proof of it, oh, well, we're going to gloat about it. You're damn right. You're damn right I'm going to gloat about it. And the gloating is what I don't think people like. Now, Travis Walton, I was always on the fence with, but if there was anybody telling the truth, I thought it would be Travis. Why? Because I thought with everybody passing the lie detector test that it was the truth. But when I found out that the lie detector tests really didn't talk about aliens and there were 4 questions that had to do with, did you murder Travis? Do you know where Travis's body is? Did Travis have an argument with somebody? Was so-and-so in a bad mood? Had nothing to do with aliens. So no wonder why they passed all the tests. Because they didn't kill Travis. They didn't abduct Travis. They thought they saw a UFO. Now Ryan, who was on the show last night, is going to find he called in last night. He's that film producer guy director, editor, filmmaker. He is trying to go to where the tower is, where Travis and all those people saw the UFO, and he's going to try to duplicate on film what they saw and see if it passes. See if there is a way that they could mistake that tower for a UFO. Now, he said he has to get licensing and not licensing, he has to get approval to be there. Maybe it's approval to film there. I don't know, but he had to get a license or something. But he did take pictures there. But I think what he needs is to be there at night and to try to duplicate it, film it, get in the tower, turn on the spotlight and see if it illuminates the field where Travis would be standing and hit by the light. So if he can do that, I guess what that means is he's bullying Travis then. Debunking isn't bad. Debunking is very good. Mick West gets a lot of crap in this field from UFO Twitter. And it's not right. The guy does a lot of good. I don't see him doing anything wrong. He's not rude. He doesn't call anybody names. He's extremely professional. I think I'm professional. But because I talk a certain way, I'm not. Because I talk for 2 hours every night, 12 hours a week, maybe more if I'm on other shows. Maybe it's too much. Maybe I should scale it down a little. Maybe just do 5 shows a week. Go back just to Monday through Friday. Maybe I'll do that. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, 6 days a week. It's a lot. That Saturday and Sunday, if I could take Saturday and Sunday off, I may have to do it. I don't know. If I have the energy, I'm going to keep going. So as far as that, I'm going to think about it. Maybe next year. Next year, there may be some changes. Just keep it in mind. Hey, I may push the show up to 10 o'clock again instead of starting at 9. So we may go back to the original time, right? It's different for me. I started at 7 because I was in Arizona. But when I moved to Florida, it's 10 o'clock. So when I'm done with the show at midnight, that leaves me very little time to do anything else that I want to do. I like doing my editing after I do my show and making things for Third Phase UFO Report and whatnot. Anyway, this field is slightly askew right now. There's supposedly an announcement, just a rumor, because there's nobody really saying, yeah, there's definitely an announcement coming. But guess what? Lou Elizondo's on the circuit again. He's going on every show, even the small ones like Uncle Fester. He's doing those small shows, those podcasts, to get himself geared up, to get his mojo going so he can be professional when he goes on Fox, CNN. So now that Lou is back out talking to the small time people like ourselves, he's not going on the big time shows. He won't do it. If he stays with the small time shows, he can practice, he can make mistakes, he can stutter, but he can't do that when he goes on CNN, Fox, MSNBC, and all the such. He's got to be on point. He can't stutter, stammer, flip-flop. He's got to be on point. So I think that's what we're seeing right now. So maybe there is an announcement coming. Maybe there is. And if it's something that can propel us, society 20 years into the future, not society, but technologically. I'm going to show you this sighting. One more here. This is interesting. I don't know what this is. I want to watch it again with you guys. This is from a week and about 10 days ago. I never showed it here. It'll be on Third Phase UFO Report though.
OVNI en Paita. Se registra OVNI en Paita.
Did I show this one?
Subida de TP.
I don't remember showing this.
Estamos en la subida de TP.
Oh, I think I did. Yeah.
Un OVNI. Estamos acá con las bellezas.
It's a good one though.
Allá está el OVNI. Este es el OVNI.
Yeah, I showed this one. I don't know what it is. I think that's I don't think that's a something floating. I don't know. Because see, here's boats and stuff. So right over this ridge, I would think the ocean would be out here. Maybe it's a boat. Yeah, we did this one already. I forgot. My bad. My bad. It was supposed to be in the UFO report. You know? Hold on. Check this out. Let's go here. This is from last night. Let me pull it up. This is really cool. All right, watch this. I'm bringing it up. Hold on. Now, this one is really amazing. Both of these right here. You guys are going to love this. Not only is it cool, but you'll see. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin it. Third phase of moon.
De hová tűnt? Azt mondd neked. Az egész minden hova tűnt? Hallod, hová tűnt ez? Vince, mi volt ez? Én nem tudom, de fölvettem. Hallod? Eltűnt ember. Az egész eltűnt. Hát mi a rák volt ez te? De itt olyan eső van, hogy nem látom. Hallod, Vince? Hova tűnt? Ez mi volt? Meg mi volt? Ott kell lenni valahol. De nincs ember, nem érted? Nincs. Állj már meg, nézzük már vissza a videót. Várj, de mi van itt? Vagy ott semmi. Semmi ember, semmi. Ott kéne lenni valaminek. Ez most mi volt?
There's something. Where is it?
Wow, this is a pretty cool sight, and we have two actual eyewitnesses that captured this incredible event. We see this plasmic discharge off in the distance, this orange glow. You could almost see the fan of it.
Where? Did we miss something?
The webcam, including Hungary. A circle pops up on the same.
Oh, here it is.
Ilyen durva hangja van, bassz meg.
What just happened in Hungary? We're receiving multiple reports, multiple videos are being submitted. We're having some information coming in from the region that something strange happened. Now let's get to the second video right now. Take a look at this.
Hát mi a rák ez? Na most Frankon. Hát Dick, az nagyon világít. Ember, földgyullad valami.
That's kind of cool.
Azt a kurva anyját!
Azt a kurva anyját! Zsisztek vodjasztás konnie!
Az egész minden hova tűnt el? Hallod, hová tűnt ez? Vince, mi volt ez? Én nem tudom, de fölvettem. Hallod? Eltűntem.
We have two actual eyewitnesses that captured this incredible event. We see this plasmic discharge off in the distance, this orange glow. You could almost see the fan of it. You could kind of see it rippling and fading in and out of the flash itself. It's a unique capture. Some people might say this is just a power grid explosion, some sort of discharge. I might agree with that, but then again, why is there a crop circle right where this was located, this event? And to have it captured on two different angles lead to the legitimacy of this video. It's pretty impressive to say the least. The people in Hungary are talking about what happened in the night. People.
Wait a second, what's this? What is this way back here?
Witnessed it from different locations, a huge bright light that people couldn't explain. But what's really weird is
oh, come on.
A huge bright light that people.
This thing's amazing. You can see the lights, the rays.
Couldn't explain. But what's really weird is the next morning, people went to the exact location and found a crop circle that developed, transformed, appeared, whatever you call it. A crop circle is now present in the exact area of these lights. We're looking at the video right now in the daytime of what looks to be the classic crop circle phenomenon.
Wow. See, that's cool.
So now we have a follow-up to
What's
both
this?
these videos and the crop circle video. we're trying to make out what...
You guys see this over here? What is it?
The people are saying and experiencing while they're videotaping this phenomenon. So I'm lucky enough to have Martin with us, who went over the videos, and I asked him a couple questions in regards to the expressions of what the people are saying within the two videos. So let's get to it. Martin, explain.
Good to be here, Blake, and yeah, my opinion is it's interesting that the name is Nagisistan. And they were describing, and of course, you know, they got so excited because, you know, they saw something that they never seen before, and they were screaming and they were saying, "Son of a bitch," you know, in their native language. So that was kind of funny, yelling it out. And I don't know. Of course, you know, nobody is expert, right? So, you know, I'm not expert, but it's interesting to see. All these different things all around the globe. So this place in Nagisistan, it's interesting to see and very rare, because one day they saw these lights and another day they see this crop circle. So it's pretty amazing that appear day after. And I'm not expert, but this is really something to see in a place where it's very rare.
Just like everywhere around the world, people get excited, right, Martin? When you see the phenomenon, there's expressions, there's some kind of language that comes out of people, and it's universal. We're going to try and find out what happened in Hungary, and hopefully we could have a follow-up to the crop circle that was apparently in the exact same region of these lights. So now, there's something more that we have for you right here at Third Phase of Moon. The volcanic activities active across the planet, including Iceland. And recently we received a video of a webcam that captures an unidentified flying object in close proximity to the Icelandic volcano. Take a look at this. Volcanic activity has been blowing up around the world, and Iceland is one of them. We have UFOs that are flanking the caldera as we see. One comes in from left to right at incredible speeds, and as soon as that one banks in, we have another one that comes from right to left. And what's happening here? Is this drone activity or something otherworldly? What we see around the world are orbs flanking calderas, hot volcanic places around the world, and it seems that they're a magnet for UFOs. What are they doing here? Are they harnessing the power of the volcano for otherworldly travels? What in the world's going on? This is impressive footage. Absolutely, Brett. The phenomenon around...
Unbelievable! And UFOs and volcanoes have been hand in hand for eons, man. As long as there have been volcanoes, there have been unidentified flying objects. Now, I don't know if that's true, but it makes me wonder if dinosaurs saw UFOs. Makes you wonder. Could dinosaurs be like what we are? Like maybe they were the humans of the planet, maybe. Right? I can't imagine what it would be like to be in a dinosaur world. Right? The trees had to be larger. Everything was extra large. More, right? I think it was more oxygen-rich environment. More proteins or something, which made everything bigger. But the trees must have been huge. They didn't build anything. But they may have been the smartest things on the planet for, I don't know, 300, in 50 million years? 500 million years? A long time. I can't believe it's been 65 million years since dinosaurs were on the earth. Alive. It's a long time. It's sad. Makes me a little bit sad. I would have loved to have seen a dinosaur. It's not fair. Anyway, that's it for tonight. I want to thank everybody. Moderators and super chatters for your time and your support. Namaste. Thank you very much. Without your support, this show does not run smoothly. It really doesn't. And I can't thank you enough over and over again. If you want to continue to support Goof On after the show, you can use PayPal and Cash App and also become a patron. I want to thank the veterans and the newcomers because without you guys, this show really doesn't even need to be around, right? But because we keep getting new people all the time and the veterans are getting... I don't know. What do you get out of this thing? Huh? It's a place to hang out. It's a place to hang out. I appreciate everything you guys do. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and resubscribe. You may not be getting notifications because your phone has notifications turned off. I've learned this little problem, so check it out. Make sure you can get notifications that way for every new show that pops up, which is every day. So we'll be back tomorrow, 9 Eastern. 6 Pacific. And I believe Friday I'm going on Alien Addict. So I don't know about tonight. There may be a third phase UFO. There should be a third phase UFO report coming up. So anyway, I'll see you tomorrow because Goof On is truthology for ufology. Really, it is. No bully. No bullying. Proven.
Scared of your own shadow and terrified of dear Uncle Gustav. Yes, I am. Well, I'm not. I don't care if he does finally go. The cult will protect me. Frida, I beg you. Think about what you're doing. Everyone says he's a wicked man. What about it? Who wants to be good if being good is singing hymns and praying all day long? He's doing what's best for us, I'm sure. It might be best for you. It's not for me. I'm going and you might as well stop arguing about it. You know what will happen if you do.